Hello, Dr. Lichty. This is Haley Katz and Sam Kaplan evaluating the Macedonian question, 1878 through 1908, for its relevance to our search of Bulgaria between the years of 1878 and 1908. We are hoping to find information regarding the autonomy of Bulgaria, the effects of nationalism during this time, as well as details regarding Bulgarian independence. This site primarily had information on other countries such as Turkey, Russia, and Britain. It clouded our search and made it harder to decipher through. On a site titled The Macedonian Question, when Macedonia is a section of Bulgaria, this article should have more information relevant to Bulgaria and its history, government, and social interactions, rather than that of other countries. For example, a site that presents a paragraph regarding Russian project for reforms that includes details such as the fact that, quote, the difficulty was that the agreement of Austria and Russia in suppressing their mutual rivalry suppressed also nearly all action, unquote, is not relevant to our search for Bulgarian independence and government. Considering this is a historical website, the content that was presented on this site was appropriate, and fortunately, we did not have to veer away from this site due to its lack of appropriateness. There was not a sitemap on this site, which made it rather difficult to navigate through. The only option I had was to scroll through the extensive screen and view each heading. While this was not a detriment to my experience with this site, it was also not a beneficial aspect either. This site is actually quite outdated, considering it was last updated nearly 2 years ago. Although this is a historical site that contains information that is hardly changed, it is essential that the facts are constantly updated and maintained for maximum accuracy and relevance. The author of this site was one from a blog called the Australian Macedonian Advisory Council. This blog is a somewhat reliable source, as it is a blog that allows people to blog on all levels of its definition regarding information they have about Macedonian history. Therefore, this blog is constantly gaining new information and inevitably the most relevant. Unfortunately, it does not seem that they update their links often enough to keep them up to date with the new. This site was factual, and therefore there was little room for bias in the first place, although, in case there was, we read the source thoroughly to detect any bias or partiality that might be present. Considering there was no bias, this site was reliable from that standpoint.